Hello everyone, and happy Independence Day. Got a lot of fireworks last night. Got a lot of ash on the tent this morning. It was kind of weird because we're up on the ridge line. We were getting it from both sides. Less than 30 miles of Delaware Water Gap. We'll see what the terrain allows us to do today. I like to throw up something good. And honestly, with this terrain, anything more than 15 miles is pretty good. So, fingers crossed, it won't be too bad for today and tomorrow. Just ready to be done with this. This is going on long enough. All right, we're walking. Happy Independence Day, everybody, or as it's known in England, our biggest mistake. So when you're taking time out today to celebrate our freedom from England, make sure you remind all your British friends, relatives, and whoever else that monarchies are stupid and King George was a dumbass. America, yo. That's why this is my favorite time on trail. It's quiet, it's peaceful. It's just you and nature. Yeah, this is good. All right, 20 miles of Delaware Water Gap. What? Hoping to get at least another 10 today. That'll give me a short jaunt in. In the meantime, I'm going to go down here and get some water and have lunch. It's hoping for blueberries. No such luck. No blackberries either. You're starting to slack, Pennsylvania. So I stopped at a shelter and grabbed lunch. Ran into a couple ladies that were at Lisa's hostel. Lisa's hostel when I was. We're all about the same opinion. As you know, we're kind of over Pennsylvania. I feel like we've had rock poisoning. The sad thing is, I mean, you could have some great views as you're walking, but the only thing that you're looking at is the 10 feet on the ground in front of you. I mean, you could have a meth head naked jello wrestling a Bengal tiger while Joe Rogan's narrating it. That could be happening 50 feet from me. I'd have no idea. I'm busy just looking at trying not to trip over something and fall. Trying not to jack my feet up. You know, anything that's going to cause an injury, like that bastard right there, that's going to take me out of, you know, completing this. It's pretty sad. But good news is it's almost done. Hopefully I can get the miles in today that I want. So this time tomorrow I'll be in Delaware Water Gap. Definitely going to do a Nero. Need to resupply badly. Like I've got really nothing. Well, I could do ramen for lunch tomorrow if I had to. But that might be breakfast. I'm really running out of food. I can stretch what I have. Like maybe, yeah, I can cover tomorrow. Maybe the whole day. I don't know. Might be short for dinner. It depends if I have ramen for breakfast or not. Because I've only got one Pop-Tart left. I think I have like 3 breakfast essentials. So, kind of feeling like tomorrow's going to be all 3 of those and a Pop-Tart for breakfast. Was kicking about the idea of going into Wind Gap, which is coming up here in just a couple of miles. I don't know if I could walk in or if I'd have to hitch. But just basically grab some snacks for today, tomorrow morning, and maybe some additional for breakfast or something like that. We'll see. Depends on what time it is when I get to that road crossing. I might do that. I don't know. And then on top of it, I'm probably packing about 4 liters of water, because there's not a good water source for a long time. Unfortunately, from what I've been reading on Gut Hook, those water caches that people have done aren't being refilled. That kind of sucks. Alright, back to walking. Nice little walk through the forest here. It's not too bad. So I got off the trail there at the road that goes into Wind Gap, and I was actually walking down the trail, or walking down the road to cut across the street so I could get back on the AT. And when I came down off the trail, there were a couple other hikers behind me. Well, next thing you know, a car pulls up, and the lady's in the driver's seat, and she goes, "Hey, are you going into town?" And I look in the back, and the other 2 hikers are there. So I was contemplating going into Wind Gap, and that just made up my mind for me. So cruised on in with them, gorged at McDonald's, and lucky me, there was a CVS down the street, so got a new knee brace that actually works. Yeah, it feels really good. Also grabbed some acetaminophen, and little bit of junk food, some snacks for tomorrow. Because I'm going into Delaware Water Gap. So as I'm coming out of CVS, go around to the side of the building in the shade so I can do my unboxing and throw stuff away and get this new knee brace on. And a car pulls up and says, "Hey, you going back to the AT?" I said, "Yes, I am." So I got to ride back to the AT by a guy and his wife. You know, even though Rocksylvania really sucks in some aspects, the hospitality of the people here has been unparalleled. Not even down in Georgia was it this good. Between the trail magic and how welcoming people are to help out. Good job, Pennsylvania. Now, only if they could get the same attitude going with sections of their trail. Yeah, definitely. And it's surprising too, because everybody talks about how the North, people are, not as friendly or off-putting and things like that as compared to Southerners. Well, they're getting it done up here. God knows they didn't get it done in Virginia. Hey, Bambi. Couldn't even care less about me. Well, finally got it to a place where I could pitch my tent. Was going to stop at one place earlier, and there was a guy there, and I said, "Hey, do you mind if I jump in here?" And he was like, "Well, honestly, if I were you, I wouldn't, because there's so many widowmakers here." And for those who don't know, widowmaker is like a dead tree or like a dead limb on a branch that could fall, land on your tent, thus making somebody a widow. And as I looked around, I was like, "Yeah, I see a lot of them." And I said, "And you're pitched right under one." He was right underneath a dead tree. And he just kind of hemmed and hawed about it. So basically, he didn't want anybody else there, even though it's enough to pitch like 4 tents. So it's a freaking douchebag. But I ended up with a much better spot. Trust me. This is primo compared to that one. I don't know how many miles I did today. I got to check. Probably pushed about 18 though. Somewhere in that area. And for this terrain, that's not too bad. Maybe about 10 miles, I think, into Delaware Water Gap. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I don't know. But regardless, I'll be there tomorrow, and we'll be done with Pennsylvania. So, on to New Jersey. All right, folks. I'm just going to kind of like chill out, watch some movies, and eat some of my snacks that I got. All right, talk to you soon. All right, all packed up from my cool campsite of one. Nobody else joined me. But as I was folding up my pack here, I just wanted to show you guys this. The fading from the sun and the rain and all that stuff. It's definitely going to be a multicolored pack when we're done. Alright, so plan this morning. Right, we've got a shelter about 4 miles away. Going to stop there, get water, get a little bit less than a liter right now. And then from there, we're just going to press on down into Delaware Water Gap. Supposed to be a little rocky on the descent down, but you know, hey, if I have to curl up in a ball and roll down those rocks, that's what I'll do. So we're moving on. Looking at a Nero, possibly a Zero in Delaware Water Gap. There's a church hostel there that's donation run. They have everything except laundry. So I might, and they've got a 2-night max stay. So I might check that out and stay there. Save some cash and still take care of everything I need to do. All right, let's get cracking. Now, from what I read from this point on, the trail is supposed to be very nice, and if it's like this, you know, nice and soft, minimal amount of rocks, looks well maintained, I'm going to be peeling these miles off quickly. Let's hope. Let's hope. But I did read the descent down into Delaware Water Gap. It gets rocky again. And I don't know if they mean just the typical crap we've been dealing with, or, you know, are we going down boulders? Oh, well. Just kind of ready to get into town, clean up, get some laundry done, resupply, see how much I get done today. That'll be a deciding factor between Nero and Zero. Got to find a laundromat too. Oh boy. Well, hello. Guess we're just gonna walk up that. All right, cool. Hey everybody. About 5 miles out from Delaware Water Gap, which also signifies the end of Rocksylvania. Even though it still is Pennsylvania, you're done with all this stuff. Just wanted to do a quick video and get it posted here. I will do more when I get into Delaware Water Gap and get to a place that's got good Wi-Fi, so I can get stuff uploaded for you guys. But here's my PSA. So, you know, I started off hiking this trail wearing zip-off pants, and thanks to the AT diet, I had to get some new ones. So I did that back in Daleville, I think. Still in Virginia. I think that was one of the smarter things. So my recommendation is, if you're out here hiking this trail, I would get some zip-off pants. I've got them in sexy leg mode today. But definitely get some zip-off pants. Treat them all with permethrin to cut down the mosquitoes and the ticks. Today, the trail isn't too bad, but there have been plenty of portions in Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania where it's been pretty bad when it comes to the grass and stuff like that. So recommend a pair of those, and that can help cut down on the use of sprays and insecticides and stuff like that. The other thing they're good for is poison ivy. from Virginia after the Shenandoahs north, a lot of the trails have been very tight and packed with poison ivy. So if you're allergic to it, I recommend that. The other thing I recommend is a long sleeve shirt. I started off with an ex officio one, which I still have, but it was getting a little worn, and need to make sure it's still around for my summit at Katahdin. So I got this sun hoodie from REI, and I would recommend the sun hoodie because, once again, I treated it all with permethrin, and not only is the hood good for taking care of the sun, but also you put it up and it can take care of the bugs. You got a lot of mosquitoes, gnats, stuff like that, all that crap flying around to annoy you. Last recommendation, especially for Rocksylvania here, if you have knee or ankle injuries or anything like that you could use a brace with, do it. I've got my new one on here that I picked up yesterday. This terrain will do what it can to twist your ankle, to hurt your knee, whatever, lower body injuries. So if you've got a brace that you wear, definitely put it on. If you don't have any braces, I'd recommend getting them. So just a quick couple PSAs from things that I learned. Also, let me show you my shoes. I got these in Carlisle, and you can see how shredded they got so far. This trail will do a job on your shoes. This portion of the trail with Pennsylvania. Definitely jagged, rough rocks, and they'll put a hurting on your shoes. So let me put down the phone here as I'm going down a boulder field, because I want to arrive in Delaware Water Gap in one piece, not by an ambulance. See you soon. This Forest Service road has been a very welcome surprise for kind of like our last little bit here on this ridge line before we descend down the Delaware Water Gap. The other nice surprise is found a ton of blackberries. Oh, they were so good. Hoping I'll find some more here. But yeah, this is a welcome reprieve from nonstop Dodger Rock. Thank you. Say hello to the Delaware River. And on the other side of that, I don't mean the highway, New Jersey. That's right, the Garden State, home of my youth. Well, not up here, South Jersey. But that is it, baby. That's our next state. Okay, heading into Delaware Water Gap, just past Marty's Yellow House Hostel. I think that's a donation-based one as well. Looks like there's going to be some cool architecture in this town that I'll be digging. I'm sure it's historic, which I'll be digging because I'm a history nerd. But the other thing I'm going to be digging is shower. I will be digging a shower and a little laundry action. Got to find a laundromat, some place to clean up my clothes. It's a cool looking house right there. I'm digging it. Be a nice bed and breakfast, or just my house. Wow, that thing's big. Cool. All right. Down to Main Street. Oh, we got a 1906 was when that building was built over there. All right, and I think I make a left here. So let me put the phone up so I don't get hit.